Good morning, 10:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank the 248 members of Tom's Army and all the members of the Telegram who got that exclusively for joining Tom's Army. I had a few people ask what the perks of joining Tom's Army is, so right before we go through, and then I'm going to have a special little talk to our community real quick. So, Telegram, you get this for free when you join Tom's Army. There's 238 members in here. We talk. Anything you want to know, talk. If you need a community, if you need somebody who understands crypto, if you need a like-minded people, there it is. You get the Telegram. That also allows you to get free classes. That all I ask is for a $5 donation at the end of the hour session. If you appreciate the time spent and the learning, so that you don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, for classes and yada yada yada. So you get that, and then you also get to watch live streams and have the commenting and be able to see it. So that's that. So the other thing is, before I read this, if you're in my audience and you disrespect me in the comments, I'm simply just going to say this. Don't ask the next day for help in the comments if you've already in the past disrespected me. That's a one striking out warning. If you come in, you're being disrespectful, you're not humble, I'll let you stay in my audience, but I'm not going to help you. I take a lot of time. I deal with a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people. I get messages every day. I deal with, like I said, a Telegram of over 238 people. So I answer a lot of questions, but I will not be disrespected in my own house. So when you come in, you watch my content. If you disagree with it, but do it in a respectful way. Don't come in and bombard me acting like I'm the biggest you-know-what in the world, or treat me like the biggest piece of you-know-what. So if you're going to come into my house, show some respect and some dignity and be humble. Those are the 3 rules. If not, you might as well just leave, because the information, even though valuable, you're not mature enough to understand it. Yesterday, when I was doing my basket of crypto, I was showing a theory, not FUD, a theory that I think can happen. And everybody's mad because I said $1,000, or because they say I don't know what I'm talking about, because clearly XRP will be $10,000. I mean, it's unbelievable. So, like, Paul is going to find out a perfect example in the comments. He was being very obscene to me. It's the way he comments, he tries to, So, I just want you guys to understand, if you want my help, treat me with respect. That's all. 99% of you do, but the 1% of you out there that are too big-headed or aren't humble enough to understand what's going on, or don't understand the information as it's coming out, well, I'm not going to help you. There's so many people I will help, but I just turn a blind eye now. I'm not going to get into a confrontation. I'm not going to yell. I'm just going to let everybody who's new understand. Don't come in here and run your mouth if you want some help down the road. It's that simple. So, crypto price alert, serious Bitcoin warning, issued even as Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, and XRP rebound from crash. The Bitcoin price fell under 35,000 per Bitcoin this week before rebounding to almost 40,000. Other top 10 cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, XRP, have all swung widely. Despite managing to turn it around this week, the combined Bitcoin and crypto markets remains down by almost 50% from its November peak as a surprising range of issues bite. Now the chief executive of one of the world's largest cryptocurrency trading platforms has warned the recent downturn could be the beginning of a chilling new crypto winter, a bear market that could see the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum fall 90% from their all-time highs. If this circle continues, we are now at the early stage of a bear market. Du Jun, the co-chief executive of Seychelles-based cryptocurrency exchange Huobi, told CNBC in comments translated from Mandarin. Du pointed to Bitcoin supply cutting halving schedule when the current flow of new Bitcoin coming on the market each day is expected to fall by half, as it did in 2020 and 2016. After each of these supply cuts, the Bitcoin price peaked the following year. Following the cycle, it won't be until the end of 2024 to the beginning of 2025 that we can welcome the next bull market on Bitcoin, said Du. It's just supply and demand when it comes down to it, Corey Clifton, the chief executive of Bitcoin buying app Swan Bitcoin, said via Telegram. Investors really only need to focus on the demand side of the equation because of Bitcoin's inelastic supply. When Bitcoin last fell into a prolonged bear market through 2018 and 2019, the Bitcoin price was at point, down almost 90% from its 2017 high, suggesting the Bitcoin price could fall back under 10,000 per Bitcoin. And I have a price target of 8,850 roughly at the bottom, so we'll see. The price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, XRP are all down around 50% from highs seen last year, with the downturn originally triggered by the U.S. Federal Reserve signaling it will soon hike interest rates and begin scaling back its pandemic-era stimulus measures. It is really hard to predict exactly because there are so many factors which can affect the market as well, such as geopolitical issues, including war recently, blah, 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 also affect the market. Do added. The Russian invasion of Ukraine this week caused Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to follow stock market lower as investors fled to traditional safe havens such as gold. The panic seems to have been short-lived, however. It appears that the invasion was the rumor by the news event, where risk-on assets were bought aggressively as it was confirmed that Russia was indeed invading. Marcus Sortio, an analyst at UK-based digital asset broker Global Block, wrote in an emailed note, "The market dislikes uncertainty, so as soon as we had some clarity of the long-lasting crisis, buyers stepped in." So the other thing, too, is remember this, guys. In the stock market, a lot of the stocks that went up, like the EV and some of the ones that were getting hammered, you had short covering. So you had a lot of people that had to buy the shorts. They had the short cover because they had longs and it came down so far, so they had to buy their short, which caused the price to go back up. So, and that's just a domino effect. It's kind of like a rebound effect. When you have a big drop in the stock market, then you get some options that get lit up and then they're forced to buy the short if they're going long, and it's a big mess. So, XRP down 0.79%. We're at 74,499, and what happened overnight is we are trying, and we basically did confirm that this 75 cents is the resistance. But you notice how it made these moves, the final push, instead of just coming from here where we were at and retesting a double top up here at 79, we simply just dropped off. The whole market did before they all had a counter wide push back up. Drops 5% just to make that little last push right here, right? So then it comes up 5.9%. Now it comes down, and this is already confirming that we're on the bottom side of the 20-minute, or the 20-day, where south side improved that 75 cents is resistance. We've created the rest of this pattern to where if this pulls down now, this would technically be a complete pattern. Never say never with the market, because I could still see it trying to double top, because the market just does that. But as of right now, I don't see any way. Even the other day when you were trying to make a play on something, today I just don't see it. I see a little trap here that we're going to end up in a bearish divergence, and the market's just toying with us. You see how that red line came back up? I think this is going to end up pulling real hard through, and we're going to have a bearish divergence in the 30-minute. I really do, and I think that's what's happening. It's starting to set it up right now. We had a fake out to the top side here to trap these last little, the peasants that are walking around right now saying, all right. But we have a real significant drop coming, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a serious drop. So all I can tell you is heed my warning. 75 cents is the resistance. If we don't break that in a short fashion, we're 72.2. And then once that breaks, it's back down to 68. And if this pattern breaks down, we're going south to 62, guaranteed. Bitcoin, same deal. We've got 38,549 as resistance or support. We've got 39,313 that I'm taking out because now we're starting to do these volatile swings, as you can see. So now we've got the support at 38,549, the resistance at 39,862, and again, Bitcoin dumps down all the way down to 38,000. And instead of capping off a higher run up, Bitcoin liquidates and then makes a 4.2% move in a couple hours. Instead of going 4.2% from here and finishing off the top of this pattern to 41,803. So does that mean that this is ready to go down, or if this is a huge bear trap, that's actually going to go up? To me, with everything I see, even if it goes up, it's not worth sitting in a position right now. It's too stressful. If you're in a position right now, you know exactly what I mean. There's many opportunities to get out of a position if you're swinging them. Some of them are, in fact, up right now after this recent push overnight. And some of them you're getting your money back. The one thing you don't want to do is sit in this too long if you're not confident that this is going to go up. I believe we're going to come down. I believe that this is a big fake out based on no technicals. I tried to ride a pump on spell. It did not happen. Not even a pump. I tried to hit an 8% or minimum 5% that I could see there. And then I thought it would hit 10. And it only went up about, what, 2-3%. And then it dropped off. So I had to sell out before it came through on the drop last night because it went down like 6% in one burst. So I sold right before that. But then what ends up happening? It ends up coming through where I sold, over where I bought, and went back to like a 439, which ended up pushing it 8.5%, which was the move I was looking for. I just bought it one night too early on a different drop. I bought the wrong drop because it toyed with everybody. But that's how it goes. You swing. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you don't necessarily lose if you get out before it drops. But it's still hard when you're in a swing because you know there's going to be the retest. But in this kind of market, it's so hard to just sit there while everything's dropping. So Bitcoin, I would say we're picking up volume. I would say we've confirmed this reversal. How do you say that, Tom? Well, the up volume, right? Look at that big bump. Now down. Look at the down volume now. And look how we didn't even recover the whole drop. So I'm saying we have much more sell volume now. We're seeing more sell volume. This is a good sign. Now you can get these stupid reverse backups, right? Hit this 20-day again so you can keep bouncing back around. And then you fall off. So I think we're looking at a big downturn. The futures opens tonight. It's going to get very interesting. I'll keep you updated as the day goes on. XRP Future Millionaire.